from PG Grading, and we are here today with the brand new latest set from Pokemon, Prismatic Evolutions. And boy, has this been an anticipated set. I think you can all agree with me in saying that this has been one of the wildest anticipations of a set release, possibly since COVID. I know here within the grading office, things have been absolutely crazy. And speaking to a lot of people within the community, particularly distributors and resellers, it's been the same for them as well. So it's great to hear that things are still really, really healthy and really positive, especially going into the new year, okay? We normally expect to have a bit of a dip after December. I know that can be the case for some people, but in many cases, this has been a really exciting start to the year for Pokemon enthusiasts. So here we've got two ETBs ahead of the release, and we're going to open these up and just generally have a little look at the cards, see what we can pull. Obviously from our perspective, we are more interested in continuing to see and analyze what's the condition of these cards going to be like. Are Scarlet and Violet cards continuing to have, you know, those kind of sharp-edged corners? What's the centering like on the cards? What's the printing like? As well as enjoying just opening the packs as well. Myself personally, I've opened one booster box probably within the last 3-4 months, which was a Surgeon Sparks one over Christmas, so I'm really excited to be doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. Let's get started. So I think the best thing to do is just go straight into the packs. I'm sure you guys have seen enough long-based content throughout the internet to see what's inside these things. Obviously we know that we've got the promo card inside as well, which I will just show the camera in just a minute. But I think we'll just get straight into the packs and let's start looking at the condition of these cards. So for anyone that doesn't know, within each ETB you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs, okay? And price-wise at the moment, I mean, at the moment it's Thursday, the 16th of January, and we're starting to see the prices of these ETPs go down. Obviously, Pokemon did a big announcement yesterday saying that they're sorry and that they're going to be printing more of this set, and we've already started to see the ETPs come back down to a more reasonable price, so that's always good. So let's have a little look and go straight into some of the packs and just see what the condition of these cards are like. But actually, before we do, let's just have one quick flip through the book and just see what we've got within the set. And hopefully pick out a few favourites for anybody that cares. Let's have a look. Now obviously it goes without saying, the evolutions, so the Flareon, the Leafeon, the Glaceon, the Sylveon EX, even the standard ones, like these are definitely cards that I think I'm going to be really happy to pull. You know, within the Scarlet and Violet sort of series, these Terra sort of style Pokemon cards have not always been very favoured. You know, the kind of gem style that Pokemon have been doing. But generally speaking, I personally I like it. I think it's colourful, I think it's fun, I think it's different. And I think once we start to see these original Pokemon from the first generation within this kind of variation of artwork, I think they're going to become a lot more popular in the future. So it's a clever play by Pokemon once again of continuing with this style and then bringing the original generation into this artwork. I think it's just going to do wonders. And I think we're going to really start to see after this set, and obviously Team Rocket later this year, we're going to start to see Scarlet and Violet really start to sort of make its move, not just among young collectors who play the latest generation of games, but you know, the original people like myself who collected it as a kid. So, but that's just a personal thought. Some people may disagree, but that's a general kind of gut feeling. This set and Team Rocket this year are really going to put kind of Scarlet and Violet on the map. Because if you look back at the Sword and Shield era, yes, there were some great sets, but realistically, you know, Evolving Skies, you know, I think Evolving Skies really was it, wasn't it? It was the set that put Sword and Shield on the map. Fusion Strike now starting to do bits, but yeah, I think this one and Team Rocket are really going to solidify Scarlet and Violet and earn its kind of place within Pokemon TCG collectors' kind of heart, so to speak. So yeah, just flipping through the book again. Let's see if we can pick out any others. Obviously there's the EVEX there. The Umbreon EX. Now, obviously, I've had a lot of Japanese ones of these in the office that we have graded, and I just absolutely love that card. It's not always about the value of the card, it's about the artwork, the collectability, and the accessibility. This is a card that a lot of people can easily achieve and obtain within their collection. So again, really, really good piece, and yeah, I look forward to people just enjoying the set and enjoying the cards. Obviously, we're flipping towards the end of the book now, and you know what that means, the rarer pieces, okay? We've got the Flareon, we've got the Vaporeon, the Glaceon, we've got the Leafeon as well. I'm just having a closer look. That is a hell of a mouthful on the top of the card. Look how much they've had to shorten the text on that card. Heart, Flame, Mask, Ogerpon EX. That is a really, really nice looking card. I like that. That would go fantastic with our 3-point color matches, okay? If you don't know, at the moment we do 3-point color matches here at PG Grading, where we will make the label of your graded card, the top 3 colors match your label, so card and label will go nicely together. And the best way that works is when there's 3 strong dominant colors on a card. Here you've got the red, you've got the blue, you've got the yellow. That's gonna look really good. Let's have a little look through. Obviously Jolteon, Espeon, Sylveon, really, really cool looking. I mean, there's just so many, isn't there? Even the EVEX here at the top. I tell you what, Roaring Moon EX, that's got to be one of my favorites as well. Really enjoyed inspecting and grading these with Terrestrial Festival, obviously the Japanese variant of this set. Umbreon EX, I'm kind of getting over it. I might be the only one, some might say it's controversial. I think the price of it is ridiculous at the moment. You know, you're talking over £1,000. We did a poll recently on our WhatsApp group chat of how much we thought this was going to be at its lowest point. And a lot of people think that this card, the lowest point, is going to be still over 1,000. Myself personally, I think within opening weekend, we're going to start to see it push towards 5, 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it's, you know, even goes into the 4s. Any lower than that, I'll be snapping them up. More than one. But generally speaking, you know, if it still does stay above 1,000 and doesn't drop, you know, until they just start reprinting the heck out of this set, equally I wouldn't be surprised. You know, with that card, it's already showing that it's ridiculously hard to pull. So, you know, second-hand market, keep your eyes open and move in, you know, if that's the card that you really want. And I hope you get it good for the right price. Okay, cool, let's get into it then. So, we're just going to open up the packs and just go straight in. I'm just checking the camera just above me now just to make sure. And I hope you enjoy this new format as well. Part of PG's growth in 2025 is now investing within the media side of our business, okay? It's always generally been me managing a small team and just doing lots of different things in the day, but I'm starting to really allocate roles to certain individuals that I can now trust to do those kind of things and to do them well as well, that would be to my standard. So it's nice now to be able to move back in front of the camera, start communicating with you guys again and just having fun within the hobby, which is why I got into it. So let's have a little look. So guys, we're just going to flip these over and we're just going to go straight into them and see what we get. And obviously what we're looking for is we're looking for any flaws in the manufacturing. You know, is there anything, a common error that we need to look out for? What do we need to brief the team on, if anything, on these sets? Some people might say that's a little bit excessive, but generally speaking, you know, there's different ways you look at cards from a collector versus a grader, okay? When you're a grader and you're all about condition, you want to be looking out for common flaws. What's in these cards that, you know, we need to look out for that's consistent that other people may not, you know, basically see. I always remember from Celebrations when they came out, the classic side of that collection, within the yellow borders, there were these little black ink specks within the grooves of the borders, and it was a real common but very, very small flaw that, again, you would see and it would stop a card, in our opinion, being a gem in 10. But more of that later. So towards the end of our first pack, Seeking, Explorer's Guidance, and an Espeon Holo. Do you know what? It's a holo. I think we're going to see a lot of these within these packs, but generally speaking, it's a nice one to have. And these other cards are just going to get flung over there. If you're ever interested in any of our bulk from these streams, just feel free to drop us a message on Instagram, and if we've still got them, we'll be more than happy to send them out to you as well. So yeah, make yourself known. Right, next pack. To the side. So Professor's Research. Low Funny, Professor Turo's speech, Shaman, bug catching set, Suicune, Duskull, and a Dunsparce Holo, and one of the shiny energy cards as well. Okay, next we've got Very Skill, Goldeen, Applin, Sneasel, Seaking. You can already see here that we've got something, so pretty exciting to see. It is a Suicune reversible. It's not the Master Ball variant, but super cool. They do look great. First of all, when these came out and people were showing me these and they were getting really excited, I was like, it's just a reverse, but the texture that's on the card really does appeal to it. Let's pop that to one side. We'll take another look in a second. Kieran and Monkey Dory, and that's that. So let's have a little look. Arguably our first sort of semi-pull. Centering on the card, not great. You know, it's really going to fight to get that 60-40 within the overall kind of centering within the card. Let's flip it over on the back, and it is typical kind of Scarlet and Violet. Now, one thing that's really important if you're still watching this video all the way through and you've gotten to this point is to explain why PG doesn't award Gem Mint 10s for this type of card. Now, centering aside, printing aside, edges aside, I want you to look carefully at the corners of Scarlet and Violet. And this is particularly important for people who, you know, not just been grading a long time, but new graders as well, new people to grading as well. We're considered a harsh grader, and I don't mind that, because on the flip side, if you do get a PG 10, it really is a 10, arguably with any other company. And that's been proven in many cases when people have purchased our slabs, cracked them, resent them off. We wish they didn't. We understand that we're a brand that's been around for 4 years, going on 5. Some companies have been around longer and there's a little bit of margin to be found there, so each to their own. But the reason why, when you look at these corners being non-rounded, and then you get the corner is slightly lipped up with whitening as well, this is so common within Scarlet and Violet. It is virtually impossible to find a Scarlet and Violet 10 with rounded corners, for example, like the Sword and Shield era. Now, again, if you've seen a lot of my content before, I've preached about this many times and I cannot stress it enough. This is forced graders, not in our case, but many others, to start awarding these cards as 10s, and in some cases giving a subgrade of a 9. So you might see that with our competitors, you'll get a Gem Mint 10 for cards like this, and then you'll scan and you'll see that the corners has got a subgrade of a 9. We will not award a Gem Mint 10 to a card where Pokemon have proven to us, particularly for English, that they can make better. So that really is a message just for all of the people out there that have got 9.5s from PG, and just to say, keep your head up. You know, be happy with what you've got, because in most cases, I think we've awarded, you know, a handful, within hundreds, if not thousands of Scarlet and Violet cards. I mean, I personally have only awarded a few 10s, so I'm not sure what the population's saying on our reports, but you know, we just want to see from Pokemon within the English side of things to, you know, give us the quality that you did in Sword and Shield for those cards, for us to award them as 10s. Obviously, if we get past Scarlet and Violet, and this is still the ongoing standard, we're going to have to reassess it, and we may eventually have to change, because it's always a compromising battle between comparing what you feel as a company a 10 should be for the transparency of the collector, and then therefore the integrity of the company. But mainly speaking, you know, we also don't want to turn people away. So for anybody who's been in the hobby a long time, that's really easy to understand. But just to let you guys know, you know, in this particular example, just initially looking at this card, the way the centering is, the front, the back, the corners, I mean, you'd be struggling, you'd probably be somewhere within the 8 region with something like this. But yeah, there's just a little bit of initial info about grading. Back onto our next pack, let's see what we've got. So, Friends in Paldea, Bronzor, Freylarptar, Slowking. Okay, and a Vaporeon Holo to go with our Espeon as well. So, they are pretty brutal. We've only got 3 packs left of this ETB, and already you're seeing that, you know, we've got 2 holos and 1 of the reversibles, so this is pretty wild, to be honest with you. Oh, Lacey, You can tell I don't open a lot of packs either. We got ourselves another reverse, the Duskull, and Jolteon Holo and a Leafeon. Sorry, Jolteon reverse and a Leafeon Holo to go with that. So pop that one over there. And again, let's just have a look at this one. Centering absolutely shocking on the front. Again, not only is it strong left to right, it's actually got a slight angling as well, which is something you really don't see. I think Pokemon have been under a lot of stress. I think something has gone wrong in their production. I tell you why I think this, and I could be completely wrong. You hear stories, okay, especially after yesterday's announcement from Pokemon saying that we're really sorry, we didn't understand that the demand was going to be so big, we're going to print more, blah, 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 blah. Great, love it. But then you speak to the big distributors, and then you start to ask them about the numbers, like what allocations did you get? They were all getting less allocation than what they normally get. To me, it seems like something that's either been planned. How can Pokemon not know that an Eevee evolution set is going to have as big a demand as any other set in the future? I mean, come on, guys. Like, I'm not going to say that's gospel, but this is just a feeling that I have. I think that they've planned to create this absolute chaos, and now, just very quickly, they're just leveling the playing fields to stop people paying stupid amounts of money. I mean, literally a day or so ago, we were seeing people pay 3-4 times as much as what an ETB normally goes for. And literally within a few hours of that announcement, they're going to like £65, 20, 30, 40% above. So who knows what it's going to look like in a week? Who knows how quickly they're going to get this out? But for me personally, it seems like it's... Maybe it wasn't planned. Maybe there were some production issues. Maybe there was some issues with machinery, with importing things, or whatever was in their procedure. But when you start to look at cards with this kind of quality, particularly on the centering, I mean, who knows? It may just be that, okay, this is the first time in English they've started to do this kind of pattern and texture, and they're just getting used to it. There's so many variables that in my head I start to think, why has this card come out with this kind of centering? And for the first time, because really Pokemon, I feel, should be, look, I love Pokemon, but I really feel they should be making more effort than that. Look at that. Look at it. I mean, is that a card? I mean, I'd be happy to have it in my collection, but, generally speaking, imagine paying 3-4 times as much, for this set and then pulling cards that look like that. Maybe that's just me, Pokemon, absolutely love it. Franchise is brilliant, love doing the cards. But when I see this in the English series, I'm already starting to think I'm out. I'm not opening any more of this. I'm keeping this sealed. But personally, this is why I buy a lot more Japanese cards these days, because I just love the quality, love the standard. It's the age-old story that you hear more and more continuously. And again, speaking to resellers, a lot of whatnotters that we work with who grade a lot of cards with us in bulk have started to say, they're starting to find it tough to even get Japanese stock now. Like a week ago, if you would have asked me, the reason why people were going there is because generally you get a higher margin on Japanese stock if you're a reseller at the moment. But even they're struggling. Literally just this week, the same, different conversation, totally different. Prices have gone up, they're charging us more, we can't get a hold of cards. It's just crazy at the moment, it really is. Okay, let's get into this. Let's see what we've got. Houndour, Heatran, and the Jolteon. Do you know what? This has been quite funny. If this isn't an organised ETB, I don't know what is. I'm hoping in this last pack there's an absolute banger, because that's quite funny just to get those. It's awesome. Again, guys, let me know if you want our bulk from the stream. I'd be more than happy to send it out. First come, first serve. Oh, interesting. Straight off the back. How weird is that? Oh my god. Oh my god. I think we've done it. I think we've hit a god pack. This is absolutely insane. We've done it. Eevee Master Ball. Oh my god. Leafeon EX. Flareon EX. Oh my god. Jolteon, do we get the Umbreon? Oh my god. Do we get the Umbreon? Oh my god. This is absolutely insane, guys. Wow. Oh my god, we've done it. We have pulled the god pack. That is absolutely insane. I'm absolutely done. That is... Do you know what I was thinking this morning, because I knew we'd be doing this opening, that I haven't had a real good pull in so long. We have just pulled potentially one of the biggest pack variations that you can get for the biggest and most anticipated set, possibly within the last couple of years. This is crazy right now. EVEX. We got the master, I knew it straight away. We opened the pack, flipped it over, saw the master ball, and then I saw the other colors. But that is absolutely bonkers. And here we have it here on camera for you guys. If this doesn't get 50,000 views, I don't know what will. All the YouTubers laughing, 50,000, yeah. Leafeon EX, the Flareon, the Vaporeon. Guys, we've got to get these into sleeves ASAP and semi-rigids. Let's have a look at the Umbreon EX, the back of this card. The centering again is not great. We'll have to get the camera out and obviously to measure to make sure we've got the 60-40 variation on there. The back isn't great either. God, I've even got a slight shake. The corners aren't amazing. The top left is there. It's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be somewhere in the 9 territory. But do you know what? Unbelievable. Just gonna have to quickly pause the video, get these all into sleeves and top loaders, and then we'll carry on with the second ETB. All right, see you in a sec. We are back, and yeah, I just had to gather myself a little bit there, but we also saw that there was another pack that we didn't actually open from the previous ETB. So we'll just quickly go through this one and have a little look, and then we'll go into the second ETB. I mean, what a start. The first ETB to get a gold pack. I mean, I've been watching streamers, you know, on Whatnot for the last couple of days, open these things and just seen how brutal it is. And to hit that really, yeah, wow, brilliant. And that's what you do it for, right? You know, like just before I was talking about, you know, come on Pokemon, make the cards better. At that point, when I opened those cards and got all of those, I didn't care what they looked like. I didn't care what condition they were. That feeling is why we do cards, and I'm so glad and lucky I've experienced it. And I hope you guys get to experience it this weekend as well. We got ourselves another Master Ball, and we got ourselves a Hydrapple EX. So again, I mean, that is an unmatched ETB. And already, if you even have half as much fun as I've had on that last one, you know, this is going to be one of the best sets within the last 5, 6, 7 sets. It's just phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal stuff. So right, let's go into the second ETB. At this point, I don't even care what we get, you know, even if there's nothing in it whatsoever. You know, we've completed, you know, this set just off of that ETB as far as the cards that are, you know, everybody kind of wants. You know, maybe we can get a few more. Let's have a little look. What we'll also do as well, on top of the bulk, we will grade the promos as well from these ETBs, so there'll be 2, and we'll also give those away as well. All we want you to do is to share this video within your stories on Instagram, tag us and follow us on Instagram, obviously subscribe on YouTube, and we will pick a winner next week. All right, so let's have a little look. And if you want to see the promo, there it is there. Lovely EV. So yeah, we'll grade up 2 of those and we'll give them away to separate winners. All right, so let's go through once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, because when I did the initial count, I counted 8, I think, didn't I, on the first one? But yeah, anyway, let's get into these and have a little look. Let's see what we can get. So I'm just going to go straight through, if that's all right, guys. That is beautiful. Seeking on the reverse. I'm really starting to understand why people are loving these cards. They are so cool. Again, from a condition point of view, everything that I'm getting seems to have centering issues, you know, heavy, dominant on the right hand side. We'll have a little look at the back of that one, and then we've just got a few hollows. I think it's just going to be pretty much of the same of what we expect from Scarlet and Violet. I'm always anticipating slight improvements, but when they change the variation of card, particularly with these Master Balls and with this kind of pattern on the reverses, you've got to think, okay, they're being challenged in some way, and to ask for perfection when you're, as a production house, being asked to do something new straight away is like really difficult to achieve. So yeah, it's let's just go straight through them again. Just a reverse on that one, reverse, and an Ortega trainer card. Let's just take that one. Let's have a little look at the back of that one. Up here. Again, it's just standard typical Scarlet and Violet. I mean, a lot of people would probably grade this as a 10. You know, it's got a little white nick here just on the top left. The centering on the card isn't horrific. It's probably the best pull we've had centering. It's a little bit more dominant on the right hand side. It's probably in the Gem Mint 10 rounds amongst the most of the graders. With ourselves, because it's just got that white little nick on there, it's a Mint 9.5. Again, something to be proud of. It's probably the best condition of Scarlet and Violet you're gonna get. To say that though, you know, I do remember when the Pikachu Van Gogh promo came out, that was a top promo. It didn't have the completely rounded corners, but there was no whitening on the edges. Whatever they did on that Pokemon, please do it again, because they're awesome. Okay, so there's another pull there. Let's just see what we've got on the rest of these. We'll just leave Seeking here to the side. Let's have a little look. So, going straight through. I go to do them one by one, and then I just realised we don't have time for this. We need to get this video live now. So Lottie, who's behind the camera, she's like, I've got to go home. And I've got to edit this thing. So there we go, nothing too much in that one. Let's have a little look. And as far as grading with PG as well, we do have a special offer on. If you're looking to submit any cards over the next week, use the code Prismatic, and that will get you 15% off all submissions until the end of next week. Okay guys, so make sure you use that. You just enter it at checkout and it will take it off your total, all right? Turnaround times at the moment, we've got 20 days, 10 days, and then we've also got, I think, 5-day turnaround. I'm not sure we're doing the 1 to 2 because we're so busy at the moment, but yeah. Take a little look, we'll pop a link down. That's pggrading.co.uk. Our first trainer, Scoop Up Cyclone, really, really cool. I'm a big fan of these, I've got quite a few. I just love that colour. It's just, it pops. Okay, next pack. Okay, let's just go straight through. And nothing in that one. On an individual basis, you know, this is probably going to be more of the norm of what these packs are like. They do seem like they're going to be brutal for most, I'm not going to lie. Sparkling Crystal, and then great to be seeing like all the variations of the evolutions coming out as hollows, like really is. I think that's like a nice little sweetener. I know that was my initial feeling when I opened those initial packs, and it wasn't really anything, but just getting those evolution hollows, like they were really nice. Kind of gives a nice little sweetener to the whole thing, to be honest with you. Didn't really get that feeling, you know, with Surge and Sparks. When I opened my booster box on that, it's kind of like, okay, got some cool cards, whatever, same. But I think that's what makes this so special, is like the evolutions, they're such powerful Pokemon. You know, because the base of the Pokemon, the Eevee, is loved by many and all, but even if you're not a fan of Eevee, like it can still turn into something that you really, really like and want to associate with. Such a cool Pokemon, really is. Have we got ourselves another Master Ball here? Let's have a look. No, it's a reverse. And we've got the Umbreon reverse and the Fluttermane there. Still really, really nice cards. Okay, 2 more to go. Another trainer, Larry's Skill. Let's pop him down there. We'll check the condition of him again. I'll be really, really surprised if today we pull something that I would consider a Gem Mint 10 within the Scarlet and Violet series, but you know, I'm optimistic. We have given them times before. Okay, we've got something here. Let's have a little look. Last pack, we've got the Teal Mask Orgapon EX, so there we go. Let's just have a quick look at the back of the cards. That's all the packs done for these 2 ETBs. Let's take a little look at the condition of those ones. Okay, so very much same. Little tiny whitening on the top left-hand corner there. Typical edges, typical corners, obviously, of Scarlet and Violet. It's no surprise, you know. This one's not actually too bad, to be fair. Top edge, not great. Corners are better though. This is probably one of the better corners that I've seen. Again, centering heavy on the left to right. Sorry, the light's gone a little bit on this screen, I know. We will get better at this as we move along. Let's have a little look. Same again with the corners there. Look, it's all the same kind of stuff. I think by opening these 2 packs, condition-wise, grade-wise, you're going to expect a lot of 9.5s from us. If you do get a PG 10 with this, hold on to it because it will be a 10 most likely anywhere else. Obviously you can see from the first pack that we just pulled, the gold pack, it's probably one of the best moments that I've had with Pokemon since I've been into it as a kid. That was absolutely truly incredible, and I look forward to grading these and putting them into my personal collection. So if you want to check out and subscribe, next week's video, what we'll do is we'll get these graded and we'll go through the reveals of them as well, and just have a little bit of a roundup and a summary just following the first week of what is set to be an absolutely crazy weekend for Pokemon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until the next one, guys, all the best. See you later.